All right. Already.
Yo, what's good? You're watching EmceeTV The Podcast. It's your boy Wilson. Got the homie Rev Green up in here, and today's extra special guest is the one and only Apache. What's up, bro?
Wow, what's happening with you, Steve, man? Hey, it's a pleasure having you have me on the show, man. I'm blessed by the best, baby.
I appreciate you, dog. Well, okay, let's go ahead and get into it real fast. So for my viewers that may or may not know who you are, I'm going to let you do a little background real quick and just give them a rough overview of who you are and what you do.
Yes, sir. Well, I go by the name of Apache, the Hood Chief, representing Hood Chief music from the Northern Cheyenne Nation of Busby, Montana. I'm currently residing here in Billings, Montana. But what it is that I'm doing, I'm reinvesting my life from doing 10 years in prison to do something better in my form of community redevelopment for my people, to show them that if I can do it and change my ways and do something better, than they can do it. Just pursue what you do and give a fuck about what people say. Just do what you love and love what you do and keep pushing and stand on business and be a chief about it.
Hell yeah. I respect that, bro. Now, I came up on you at Rapping the Rivers. Shout out to Nick Barney and Shane.
Nick Barney and Shane, man. Hey, man, shout out to y'all, man. Mad love, man. Hey, that shit was lit.
It really was. It really was.
People missed out that didn't go. I'm just being real with you. Like, no cap. Like, being a real person, I'm a very real individual. I will tell you, that place was fucking packed. It was lit. Like, y'all missed out. Come by next year. It'll be a lot better.
Hell yeah.
Way better. Way bigger.
They're already talking about more talent for next year, so I'm excited for that.
I'm excited too.
Hell yeah. Okay, so now I didn't see whether you performed a musical set or not, but I did see you participated in the battle rap. Did you have a performance set up there, or were you more there for the battle?
Honestly, I was just there to go serve with a brother of mine that I did time with Montana State Prison for a little while. His name is Eugene Linwood Jr. with Recovery Soldier Project. So like I was just there like he was out there to bring information, not only what he's doing with his 12 steps of transformation, but I'm trying to start something with him in conjunction with Hip Hop Recovery Montana, and it's mainly based on like mental health awareness and whatnot, and that's what we was really there for. And I'm gonna be real with you, like I was there to see a couple of acts, Ritz, the Baby, that Mexican OT, Pow Wow, just like check out some of the good ones, and then after that, like just kick back. But I did not think I was gonna be getting on that stage. I'm being real.
That's dope. That makes it even more exciting, bro.
Like I said, man, it was just something that was like spare the moment. Like from what I've known, I remember when I first seen the flyer posted about it. I actually did a comment on it, and Nick actually had liked it, like reacted to it. I was like, they're looking for battlers. I was like, I'll be your Huckleberry. But then like it was just be like just throwing it out there. But like I said, it's weird. It's almost like God's timing is different. It's a divine appointment. You know what I mean? Like, but in my mind, we got out there, like me and my lady would talk about it. Said, man, that battle's going. People were like, from what I heard, people were saying that like there might be like more people that get more people to battle or something like that. And I was like, I don't know, man. Like usually when these things are done, like they already have everybody picked. It's like already a done deal. But then I guess one of the acts didn't show up. So like him not showing up kind of gave them more time to be like, well, we kind of have to fill something up a little bit. Well, it's after the battle. And then what was crazy is that I was in dire need of money, finances, like, but I keep my faith in God. Like, even though I'm still in society labeled a heathen, a thug, or whatever and what have you, but I'm gonna be a thug for Christ. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm throwing seeds for Christ. You know what I mean? Like, and that's just real. That's a real thing. But I tell people all the time, man, it's like I'm a very humble man, but at the same time, like, I'm also a man about my respect. That's all I ask. You ain't gotta like me, you ain't gotta fuck with me, but you're gonna respect me because I come with genuine, like, this basically genuine human nature. I'm a vulnerable person. I'm only human, and I just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? But like when it came to that situation, when it came to that battle, it was like, man, I'm talking to God. I'm like, man, Lord, I came out here, like, brought my wife out here. You know, we got this tent. I only came out here with $60. I had like a small paycheck that I tried to get in advance, at least get paid for the hours I worked. So I took that time off. And then when we're heading out there, I was already thinking in my head, I was like, getting excited about, I don't know what it was I was getting excited for, but I felt it in my spirit. I was like, Lord, like whatever it is that's going on, man, like just go with it, bro. Like I'm just vibing, man. It's cool. I'm with it. Like I like it. This is something that's exciting. Like it's my first concert, a real big ass concert in 10 years, like from sitting in a fucking cell. Like I got out May 28th this year. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. So that
Yeah.
was just recent.
Yeah. So I'm just like sitting there like, and like I said, bro, like the whole crazy thing about it, in that time I wanted to quit. Like I was gonna quit rapping like that weekend prior. And then my daughter inspired me because like she sat there and talked to me and she gassed me. Like she kept it real with me. She's like, Dad, like you're fucking gifted. And I was like, you said fucking gifted? She's like, damn. I was like, when you add the fucking to it, like now I know you mean it. But it's like, but like facts though, it's like when she started like gassing me a little bit and telling me, she's like, don't stop. She's like, Dad, like you're literally in your prime where like your story's about to be told. She's like, just pop your shit. And when I heard my daughter tell me that meant so much to me, because like I said, I haven't seen her in like 10 years and got a chance to bond with her and have that moment. And then to hear that come from out of the mouths of babes from my daughter to like encourage me. So I was like, you know what? Bet. So I did drop a freestyle actually like a couple days after that. It's called My Mind Freestyle. That's on my Facebook. And I even did a little video for it. But fast forward, getting back to the craziness that's about to happen with this battle as everything's warming up.
Real quick, we got a comment that just rolled in. Duke Altman just jumped in. He said, I was in the battle with you, bro.
Oh, hey, Duke, man, what's happening with you, man?
Hell yeah.
Definitely. Dang, thanks for tuning in, man. Hell yeah, I remember that. Hey, that was fire, man. I'll tell you, that battle was fire. Next week's going to be dope. Oh, but like I was saying, so here I am, I got $60 in my pocket. And one thing about me, I am not biased to food stamps. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, we had the foodies. I'm thinking, like, I could take that. I try to use my hustle mind. We could flip it, maybe get some sodas. Because people are gonna want to get thirsty. We'll buy sodas, some water for $1, soda $2, ice cold. People won't come by and do their thing. But then instead of turning out being of selling sodas and making money, we're basically like, at that point, I'm just delegating it. Just giving it to people, like, because people are just thirsty. I was like, you know what, man? It is what it is, man. I was sitting there thinking in my head, I was like, well, I'm just gonna have to grind extra hard this next week at work. You know what I mean? I get $17 an hour, but I'm grateful. You know what I mean? Like, because like when you're sitting in a cell that long, and you're deprived of all these like these free will privileges, especially something like even working a job, it's like you want that, especially the more you're deprived of it. 10 years, that's a lot of hunger. So fast forward, my wife talks to me about the battle, just out of nowhere. And she's like, so babe, they're talking over there, they're saying that that the battle, they need more rappers. I was like, I didn't hear anything. I'm just being real with you. I was like, I know how these like things go, these events, like they got their gabs, they got everything figured out. Like they already got their people picked. It's done teasing. I was like, would have been cool though. I was like, maybe I should have reached out, or it could have been somebody I could have reached out to sooner to get on there, but it is what it is. She's like, man, the prize is $1,000. And I ain't gonna lie, like my stomach growled, like metaphorically. Like I was like, damn, man, I could really use that lick right now, bro. Cause I would do anything right now to like, even though I had $30 left, because that $30 is supposed to be the gas to get us home. I was thinking like, I don't want to take this $30 gas and then go back and go grab a blicky and then go kick down a door like some out of state drug dealer and lay him down like and thinking that heathen thinking of a quick buck. That could be dangerous. You know what I'm saying? But these are the thoughts that go on in our mind sometimes, like but we try to reverse it when we're on that path of change. So that's when God, he seeked my heart that day. Next thing you know, I'm hearing people saying, fuck Dave East and getting mad on some stuff. And I was like, what's that about? Oh, he's not coming to perform tonight. He was one of the performers I wanted to see. So God must have set up that appointment to where it's like, look, because I had told him, I was like, Lord, I thought about what my woman said. If they are looking for more people, Lord, if you be your will, I go up there and I have it. Like, if you want me to do it, I will do it. You know what I mean? But if it's not, you know, I still give you the glory because I know that like you're gonna provide for me. You're the provider, so I'm gonna hold on to that. So next thing you know, found out it was true. They're looking for rappers, and then like I went with it and I felt it in my gut. I was battling with it that whole time, man. Finally felt it in my gut when they were calling them out. And I felt the like everybody's energy up there, and they're all like, Rob, like, yeah, man, and then people dropping the B word, I'm like, then I felt that Holy Spirit tell me, like, you go up there, you do what it is that I gifted you to do, but you do it in a way to where it leads back to my glory and your change. So I took that in that time when I went up there, and when I went up there, I went Bobby Boucher on them. You know what I'm saying? Like what I did is I had the tunnel vision on them, and start visioning all the niggas that used to bully me and shit back in the day, and shit that I used to go through, and all the shit I went through in prison. And it's like in my mind, like y'all niggas ain't saying shit to me. Like no disrespect to anybody, but that was just my mind frame. Y'all niggas ain't saying shit to me right now because nigga, like y'all had air and opportunity to get the bag, nigga, and do what you do. I sat back 10 years on a rack. I'm fucking hungry, nigga. I starved, nigga, for fucking years. They don't feed you good in prison. There's so many people that get prone to being sick in there and catching cancer and shit because of the cancer-causing agents in the food. There's some shit in the back in the kitchen when you work down a box said not for human consumption.
Damn.
This is
Okay.
facts.
So we're gonna talk about that for sure. But before we get too far ahead, okay, so you felt this overwhelming urgency that you needed to get up there and try and get yourself in the battle. Now, how did that work? Were there other people lined up, and then did you have to? I mean, like obviously there was already a handful of people that were supposed to battle, but like was
Yeah.
there a handful of people rushing to the line to try and get up there to battle, or how did that all work?
See, that's the thing that's crazy too, is like, and bear with me, like I have a very high depth of perception, and the way I break things down, it's like almost spiritual. Like, but I try to like speak it in parables to where people can understand, like, but because it's just the path I'm on. But in that moment, how I knew it, like that moment was crazy. It was like the energy was hype because there was people pointing at me. Or like, who's out here? Somebody think they can take it. Boom, boom. I get one finger pointed at me, two, three. Then there were some partners I did time with that were there in the crowd that I didn't even know were there. And I was like, whoa, they were there to support. Apache, hey, go out there, bro. I'm like, whoa, where the fuck do you come from? Type shit. Hey, what's up? Go back. Damn, that's cool. And finally, like I knew it was a sign, like, hey, get up there. So when I made my way up there, it's like it was like something like out of a movie. Like some people started moving out the way. I walked up there and I was like, man, if this is real, like I don't know if I'm tripping, but I'm gonna get to this gate. I was like, so as soon as I got to the gate, security guard was there. I was like, how can I help you? I was like, I'm going up to throw my hat in the ring for the battle. He's like, oh, all right, going up there right up the stage. I was like, damn, that was pretty easy. It was very convenient.
It's about to
So
happen.
yeah, for real, like this is it. So that's where I knew like it was God. Like I felt that spirit walking with me. And I felt all the people that were with me that went before me that always believed in me and always wanted to see me do good were with me. It was like something it was spiritual, bro. It
That's
was.
dope. Okay, so for me and also the viewers that don't know, do you have a bunch of background in battle rap, or was this one of the first ones, or one of the first handful that you've done? What's the story on that?
So I took Battle of the MCs in Phoenix, Arizona as the Victor Event Hall from 2005 2006. Out of 125 MC bracket, I took first place. I was 15 years old.
Oh damn! Okay, so you got some chops in the battle world.
Yeah, I've been rapping since I was 13 years old. Like really making songs and stuff. But I freestyled more than I wrote stuff. Like that's how I started. Like I would freestyle. Like
Okay.
I just have this instant gratification. Like where I get that excitement when I was a kid. It's like fuck it. I just want to get in the booth and spit. Like fuck it. Like I don't give a fuck. Like if it sounds whack, I'll say something else. Like it's what it was.
That's dope. That's dope. Okay, so you got some chops on the freestyle situation. Were you a little nervous though getting into it? Had you had a recent battle when you were going up there that day?
The last battle I had was actually on the prison yard in Shelby with a couple rappers up in there. Well, said rappers, they're pretty dope. You know what I mean? But other than that, battling like back competition wise, going up there was no nerves because it's just the feeling was very, like I said, it was very high in me. Like I had that hunger, and it's like I belong there. Like God made a way. I belong here. Like this is it.
That's dope. That's dope, man. Listening to your story, this is pretty epic, and it's very exciting to hear. I want to get back to the beginning though, because I want to. You've referenced going to prison a handful of times, and I'd kind of like to know your personal story. So okay, so you said you had been out in Arizona battling. So start me on the early days. I know we're jumping around a little bit for the viewers, but we definitely want to get the backstory on how Apache became Apache. So start me on the early days. Where were you born? Where'd you grow up at? And how did you end up in Montana? Let's start early.
So I'm actually from Montana originally. I was born November 16th, 1990, to Marina and Wayman Mitchell. But my mother, the clan is Noses Gun. Where there's two sides of them. There's the Upsalaga, the Crow Nation side of the family, but we are this side, the Northern Cheyenne Noses Gun family. So I was born in Crow, but I got enrolled Northern Cheyenne. So we're growing up. I'm not gonna lie, man. We were like a really tight knit family. I had both my parents. I was blessed and privileged, and it's very rare to hear an individual say that they had both their parents. I mean, like my folks have been together 36 years, about to be married 37.
Respect.
Or I'm sorry, together 37 years, but married 36. So it's like they're old school. It's that old school love. So having that, like, bringing up, however, it's like I kind of was sheltered a little bit in my early age, and like I never really had creative outlets, never a lot of people to talk to. It's kind of a loner, you know what I mean? And what really kind of led me down the road and where Apache kind of came about, it was probably when I was 13 years old. Like I used to hang out when we moved from Montana, and I'll tell you why we moved from Montana. Uh, Basically, what it was, starting from Great Falls, we lived at 305 8th Avenue South. Went from Great Falls to a little place called Colstrip, Montana, and Colstrip, Montana to Sun City West, Surprise, Arizona, to eventually move to Glendale. So when we're down there, it's like the reason why we had so much, it was so hectic back up here. It was still kind of in the era to where on the res, they showed disdain to Native woman that's with a black man. So it's like being a half breed was kind of a no-no. Like you're kind of outcasted by proxy.
Okay,
Like,
so your dad was black and your mom was native?
and the thing that's so crazy is like my dad is black and Choctaw. You know what I'm saying? Because like his mom, they're Choctaw from out of Oklahoma and Louisiana. So it's like he's got native blood in him already. But it's like the native blood ran thick. But however, in that era, like the nose and the features that look a little bit more kind of like on that, you know what I'm saying? Darker side of brown, and like you got a little mix in you. It's like, nah, you're not native, bro. Like it's the nose. It's just this and that. Like I still remember their dialect when they would talk to me, and I'll reiterate it. And if anybody gets offended by this, but this is just real. I see this shit all the time. Like, fuck this guy, fuck you're not native, you're a nigger. Like, wow, that's crazy. How are you native then? You ain't Cheyenne. How are you native? I was like, my mother and my mother's parents. My great grandfather is Hector Noses Gun Jr. You know what I'm saying? My grandma, like, my grandma is Bonnie Denny from Rocky Boys. She's Chippewa Cree. You know what I'm saying? Like and the thing, all it did was put a drive in me, and that kind of coincides with why I am the way I am now. I was always told no, I couldn't fit in, I can't go here, and you don't belong here. To where it's like, okay, so I got to make a lane of my own. So it's like, if I want to sit here and be able to survive and really move throughout my life and all my timelines, I got to be able to be the best at whatever it is I need to be the best at. I got to master it. Like, being young, I was very tech savvy. Being able to record my first song, like we used to use SoundClick for beats. Go to SoundClick, go get them beats. We used to use Yamaha AW16G, recording my first track. I would like record, mix all my own shit. I'd read books and study, because I always felt that you can't depend on anybody else. And if you really want it, like, you're going to go and get it. And that's one thing my daddy always instilled in me, and always be the best at what you do. So I had to be more Northern Cheyenne than the Northern Cheyennes that wouldn't accept me. And I thought that, damn, man, like, and then we went through it too, when like the coast strip, like you still had them, my pops call them bicentennial necks, like undercover, like races, but they try not to play it, but you know they are. And it's like, I used to get that too, and it's like, damn, that's crazy. But then we moved to Arizona, we thought we'd have more of a cultural impact, and it would kind of get us out of that, like where we're being profiled and fucked with and bullied and all that shit. We go down there, it was even worse.
How old were you when you moved to Arizona?
I was 13.
Okay.
So, and then like we get down there, and the thing that was even more crazier, like one motherfuckers I thought were gonna sit here and dap me out, like this and that. I walked up to my first one, hey, what's up? Hey, what's cracking? What's up, my nigga? What? Oh, hell no, nigga, man. You one of them light-skinned niggas on Sammy Davis, you ass nigga. Shit. Nah, you ain't no nigga, man. Shit, you a trick, baby. You mixed, boy. You light-skinned ass. Get out of here, boy.
Oh.
I used to get that shit, and I was like, what the fuck? When I got this, his name was Dewan. That was his name. Fucking Dewan. Yeah, nigga, I'll never forget that day. It was 8th grade, Rancho Gabriela. I was fucking like, that shit. Then you feel like, God damn, nigga, that shit was crazy. First day at school, I'm thinking I'm about to be cool and treated like, oh shit, it's my people. And these niggas look at me, they shun me. I was like, that's crazy. Okay, so.
And that's tough when you're a kid, man.
You're trying to find identity. That's when eventually, like, hanging around gangs and being around the gang ties and all that shit came in. Like, so when I was there.
That should bring you in quick, because you want to be accepted, and so they're the ones that are.
And they're really good at it.
Yeah,
their pep talk sound good.
Yeah,
but that motherfucking shit don't come with insurance, a 401k, none of that shit. All that shit get you a long ride to the motherfucking loony bin, the box of the grave.
Yeah. I cut you off though. Go ahead, man. Keep going.
Oh, so like, so as I'm hanging out, you know what I mean? Like, you know, with the gang ties, like around the Arizona, it was around like 35th and Bethany, home around that area. Like, a lot of them were like neighborhoods, like they were rolling 30s, and then but not too far down the road. Like I used to kick it with my homie. His name was Big Third. He was out of Texas. He was out around Studewood. From my third ward, he was a Southside fighter who was crip before they became criminals. So he's like one of the old schools. But like I used to kick it with him because like he was not only that father figure, big brother figure, and everything else. And what I look for is like I directly wanted to be accepted. He just meant doing like shit that was fucked up just to like get a pat on the back or an attaboy. And that's what a lot of us look for. Like nowadays when we're not getting what is it we think we're getting fulfilled. Like we're gonna go out there and search. We can have knowledge of things, but eventually like our curiosity is gonna drive us to be like, you know what? I want to explore. There's more out here. It's like I feel like there's more for me. I can get into something. I'm not feeling validation. I get fucked with all the time. I don't fit in nowhere. But I seen something that I liked and like how there were the diversity, like everybody was all like different in their own way and all fuck with each other. And it was the camaraderie and shit I liked. Like it was like an idea like that to be a hood star. You know what I'm saying? Like to be on, like to be that one and but not realizing like what you're setting yourself up for, especially in that era where I was in, it's not like that now. Like I was in an area where we were schooled on like being quiet as kept. You know, that game's to be sold, not to be told. Don't let your left hand know what the right hand's doing because the wisest man in the room is the quietest man in the room. You know what I'm saying? Like, you literally got to level up, man. You got to take your time, man. Stay focused. Everything's strategic. Can't make a permanent decision over temporary emotions. So you got to be like cold and calculated in all that you do. But them niggas, they heard me rap and they literally like, they embraced me on that era to where like the street shit and shit I did get into, it was all cool and all. But when you got these OGs looking at you talking to you like, hey, youngsters, let me talk to you real quick, baby. Let me tell you something, man. Your ass too motherfucking, you too goop. Like, you geek, spook, scary, nigga. You a scary ass nigga. It's like, what you mean scary? Nah, nigga, like, you fucking crazy, nigga. Like, you really, like, I don't know, nigga. You got something in you, boy. Like, I don't know what the fuck it is, but, and at that time, you think that shit's like a badge of honor. Like, oh, shit, I'm a bad motherfucker. All this and that, won't. All he is gassing you up to get you fucked off a million ways of Sunday because 9 times out of 10, that big homie trying to make you do something, that nigga ain't fucking slung no iron. He ain't did shit. You know what I'm saying? He's making y'all do this shit, being manipulated. But then he called, when I first got my name Apache, I don't want to speak too much on the situation or how the name came about. All I know is it involved a fucking, like a little bit of pew-pew, you know what I'm saying? And then when they got the name Apache, they think it's because of the Native American, but nah, it's because of the helicopter.
Okay.
So like I'll move in on you, like them helicopters, like, you know, they call it the Black Death. You know what I mean? Like the Apache helicopter, the most dangerous helicopter in the United States military. The military, what we got for covert operations to sneak and blow your ass off the map.
Right.
So like that's how I got that name.
Duke jumped up in here. He said, Apache is a real one. Crazy to hear your story, fam. What a crazy upbringing. Okay, so at this point, you're 13 or so. You're in Arizona, and you're kind of being groomed by the gangs a little bit. At what point do you start rhyming? Were you already rhyming at that point? Because I mean, you kind of made it sound like you were doing some rhyming.
So I started rhyming. I was fucking with it, to be like really frank, was at 8 years old. Like it was just something about him. Where I got it from Cat in the Hat, fucking Dr. Seuss book. Mrs. Copeland read the book, and I was sitting there like for some reason like. My little fucking ADHD ass, when she was reading it, I was really hearing a little beat in my head. I'm all sitting in like class, like really like vibing and shit. I was like, oh shit, Cat in the Head, and man, like, and I like that shit, like that cadence. And then like, what was even more crazy is like my brother rapped, and I didn't know that shit until one day I heard him spit. Then like in my mind, I was like, yo, that shit's tight. I felt like it was like a moment, like, oh shit, like we're blood, we're family. Nigga. Like I almost got that same gift. And honestly, I fucking sucked. For a long time, I'm not even gonna lie. Like I've rapped some of the most garbage shit. Like I'll be like, no, I'm dead serious. I'll be like, yeah, I'm coming with that bat. You know what I mean? In that dark, fuck you don't meet me in the park, motherfucker. Niggas like, shut the fuck up. I'm like, nah, man, fuck that shit. Check this shit out. They be like, nigga, you just need to quit. But I didn't. Cause like I always had this thing in my mind, like, I can fucking get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just as long as you have that faith, you can. And I'll tell you who really encouraged me, and it was Eminem. And I'll tell you how that happened.
Okay.
We opened up for anger management 2 or 3 at Glendale Arena in Arizona. Me and my brother is. So like got a chance to like talk to him. In the conversation, I got to meet him like 3 minutes.
Hold on. You got to open up for Eminem?
Not for him, for D12.
Right.
Before that, but not Eminem. But yeah. I got a chance to like, and that was the day. Honestly, I lost respect for 50 Cent. 50 Cent is very short for one. He's like a little short. He's like Tookie Williams. Like Tookie Williams, like 5 something. little dude, but he's just like all muscle bound. But he like remind me like a little like a King Corso, like a little dog or something, like this little build. But like he used to be my hero at that time because I used to be a big G Unit fan.
Yeah.
And I remember like he came by, I seen Banks, and I was wondering where Buck was, and I seen 50, and he walked with these two niggas. I was like, hey yo, 50, Fifth, hey, can I get a flick? I said, hey, can I get a picture with you? This nigga said this to me, and I say exactly his fucking like tone, his verbatim. He said,
backstage.
yeah, walking that thing. He looks at me like, mind you, I was like, what, 14 at that time, about to turn 15. He was my hero. Don't ever meet your hero sometimes. This nigga looks at me, he said, nigga, you ain't money to talk to me. And he fucking walked away.
Oh,
and I was like, and I sat there, and mind you, like, specifically for my set, like, before I was gonna perform my set and shit with my brother and all that shit, I was rocking all G Unit shit, because I was like, yeah, nigga, fucking G Unit's rocking here and shit. It's a whole lit thing. It's an anger management tour, boom, boom. And I'm just a youngster, you know what I'm saying? So, but when that happened, that fucking like deflated like a lot of me, because I was like, damn, nigga, I used to listen to your fucking album and shit when I go home after getting bullied and shit, fuck with that at school, bro, and like listening to your music. I used to take out that rage just like into the idea of just listen to this as my escape, like so that way I don't actually really do it for real. I just live it in my mind and just and then like let it go, and then like that way I don't really fuck up. And then when it came down to meeting him, he like snubbed me. And I was like, damn, nigga, like, you're going to snub, like, but then again, I was tall, too, though. I ain't gonna lie. I was kind of a tall youngster at that age. I was like 6'2" already at 14, so.
Damn. How big are you now?
I'm 6'7".
Okay.
Hey, 6'7". Nah, man, like, but real shit, though, like, when that happened, it kind of fucked me up a little bit. But then next thing you know, like, end up seeing, like, M's little dressing room, all that shit. And it's like, you know how you watch movies, like when they show something epic, like where like some dudes that got backstage or something happens and there's something mystical or they meet their like the celebrities. You know what I mean? It's just that kind of corny shit. You know what I mean? And like, I see them, I was like, oh shit. The way I acted is all nonchalant. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, but now he's all like, hey, what's up, man? I was like, damn, that shit's crazy. I was like, hey man, look, man, I ain't trying to be on your nuts or nothing, man, but hey, it's very like it's a pleasure to meet you, man. He's like, oh yeah, definitely. He's like, dab me, give me a little dab. Talk real quick. And I was like, hey man, like just real quick, bro. Like, I know you got a show and you're busy. I just want to ask you a question. What is it that you did? Like, and you're like you had to hold on to, especially trying to break into an industry that's predominantly black, but being who you are, to stay true to who you are, mastering your craft to finally be where you're at. He's like, honestly, you just gotta not give a fuck about what the fuck people think about you. As long as you know you're fucking dope, that's all that matters. And that was literally like the last little image like we chopped up. I told him I appreciated him, this and that, womp, and then like he had to get ready to get set up because everything was gonna get. But I'll never forget that fucking time because that shit was crazy. Like a lot of people can talk about like how they meet people and this and that. It's like I don't know. I never been the fanfare type. I don't fan out. It's like I just see them as like they're just regular people that made it out, doing what they love to do. But it's like when you do get a chance, like fancy of meeting them, it's it usually depends. Like I said, it could be a 50 Cent type situation or it could be an Eminem situation where the dude's humble, it's cool, and get you with a few little words and not even realizing what those few little words that he dropped on me was going to do for me 21 years later doing this shit.
How inspiring they could be. Yeah, that's epic, bro.
Yeah.
That's epic. I'm a big M fan. A lot of people know that about me. I got I've been following M's career for a long time. I work with a lot of people that have worked with M. I've been to Detroit 5 different times, and I've seen a lot of his stuff. I got a handful of Eminem autographs and stuff up in the studio. But yeah, man, that's massive. I didn't see that coming. That took the interview for a curveball there, real quick. That's huge.
It's like I don't know, man. I'm just one of those guys. Like I don't like to like brag and boast too much. Like I don't believe in like these accolades or that status anymore the way I used to. It's not even about that, bro. It's like I'm literally at a point in my life to where I've manned up and I'm giving back to my community the best that I can by giving them a piece of me now that they're seeing that I was able to like emerge from my bondage that I was in for so long with like addiction and like all this other shit. Because like usually when you go through like certain traumas in your life and certain like situations to where you have to like use a mood altering substance to kind of numb yourself to where you can just deal day to day, it's a recipe for disaster. I mean, so like, and one thing I can say is like, you know, just throughout my journey, man, like through all these broken like relationships I've been through, but even through those broken relationships, I got blessed with amazing children, amazing, intelligent children. You know what I mean? Like I had to like be that one where I had to walk away with some dignity and somebody has to boss up and be a parent. And like I'm still a baby that just had babies at that time. You know what I mean? It's like these are certain things like that, man. Like it's it literally when you look back at all the things that a person can go through, and when you're still alive and breathing, like, and you look back at them, the times that made you cry, like you can laugh at them because it's like for me anyway, like I find humor in the shit now. Like one time I went to my partner's crib, bro. I was living out the whip. Me and my baby mama was fighting, and so I was like, "Damn, man, like it's a bullshit." Like we were literally living out the whip, and like I ain't trying to cause no friction and have no status and like a place of raising that's like blessing us to be in their spot at their mercy. But they're not my people; they were her people, and I wasn't gonna be disrespectful. I ain't gonna get loud. I don't do that shit. Like that's just to me. That's just I've always been like that. Even before G code type shit, where they say that's police behavior. I just always been like that. You can't give a reaction to every action that people do. You can't throw rocks at every dog that bark at you.
Amen.
You know what I mean? So that's why, like, at that moment, I ended up showing up to my partner's named Jesse Perez. He had Street Super Records at the time. I showed up at his house. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning with a fucking SpongeBob blanket with Patrick Star on it. Talk about, hey, bro, it's cool, but crash you for the night. Me and my baby mama fighting. Oh, it's like times like that. You think about that. It's like, nigga, like that struggle is like crazy. Like, you can't make this shit up.
Life will
Let me
humble
go do
you.
this thing. It will. But you know what? The beauty of it is like I fell in love with the people that come with it because I think to myself, these are the sinners that Jesus comes for and who he fucks with and who he loves. Who God loves. These are his people. They're just lost, man. They're misguided. They're hurt. When I like was down in them trenches, like where it got to a point where like, and I'm sorry if this offends people when I say this right here, I was putting a needle in my arm at 18 years old, so I was 23. And it's just when it got to that point, like with dope and all that shit, that's when I knew like, damn, bro, I kind of went from being somebody that used to be an advocate, speaking on how we hate that shit because meth took my brother, took his mind where he ended up committing suicide at 21 years old. And that's what another reason I moved us back to Montana. And it's like I sit here and think about that shit, man. And like I guess when I finally started dabbling and getting into it, I went from starting off as the dealer to like the young little dope boy to end up being a fiend, just like hustling to support a heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like
That was back down in Arizona.
nah, that was up here in Montana.
So you
I
guys had
came
already
back
moved
up
back
this
to
one.
Montana, and that was when you
Yep. When we moved back on the res, we moved back on the res 2006.
the
We moved
Cheyenne
back on
Res
the
or
res.
Crow.
Yep, the Northern Cheyenne res. We lived on the stretch of yeah, we lived on a stretch of Kirby, Montana, like heading towards Sheridan. Cause my family's got land out there. We have 40 acres, and my family on my mom's side, her dad's side, or whatever, they used to be ranchers and shit. So like, it's kind of cool when you learn shit like that. But living out there was cool, man, because like I had a little studio set up and what I did have, and it would be peaceful out there because there's no traffic, no distraction. And so like that's where I really kind of really started getting into the craft of like making my music. But I don't know. I never healed from losing my brother, like, and went through the grief process, and I never realized like how much I really was like traumatized and fucked up by that situation. Because if you don't allow yourself to heal from something, when you bottle it up, it can come out like one way or another. And when I started realizing though that I was not dealing with it the way I should be, and I was suppressing it or keeping it down, you know what I mean, and not trying to deal with it and talk about it. Um, One time it happened in one situation with a woman I ended up meeting who ended up being my two oldest mother. Uh, she actually was, I think, a couple months sober when I had first met her, and uh, we started talking. We were cool. She said I was something different, puppy love. Fast forward, kids, and eventually, like one day, like she ended up relapsing. But the thing that kind of person that I am in my heart, this is what kind of like fucks me up and had me fucked up a lot in my life. I love that woman so much. I'll go to hell and back with you. And when I seen her like hitting her with that loud, with that piece in her hand, when I seen her like, so she just kept it real with me. She's like, I'm gonna get high. Like, I don't want you to judge me and this and that. I was like, I'm not gonna judge you. I was like, I love you. And it hurts me to see this, but you know what? Like, if it means if you're going, I'm gonna go with you. And that's honestly like my heart, man. Like, cause when I love you, like I'll go all the way with you. I'll give you my last. You know what I mean? And it sucks. Like nowadays, it's always the closest ones to you that do bring you down. But at that point, though, when they do bring you down, it's like you got to be the resilient one to like stand the fuck back up. And I had to walk away from that relationship a long time. But by then, I'm strung out. By then I was already like a couple years in, like into my addiction. It went from something that was recreational, I thought I can do, and hey, makes me a better rapper, makes me good,
Right.
boom, 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 boom. Like got all this confidence. You know what I'm saying? Like Then you realize like when the come down coming, you're like, what the fuck did I just do, man? Like I fucking hate life. Oh my god, and that shit ain't cool. And then
I just want to
it's
sleep. Leave
like,
me alone.
yeah, for real, I'm hungry. And then like you think you're good, think you snap back, and like, yeah, man, fuck that shit. I ain't did it. Like, hey, you want to hit that? Hell yeah. And you're like, wait, what the fuck? Oh no, I'm addicted to this shit. Nah, I don't really need it. Oh fuck, I can hit a little bit and still be good. I can still do this and still be good. Fence ride. And eventually that's like I said, man, the shit ended up taking me down that path, man. Like where it almost took my soul, man, and took my life.
Damn, it's impressive to see you on here being so vulnerable and sharing your story and being candid and telling everybody like where you've been and get and
Yeah,
we kind of started at the at this literally up on a stage, you know what I mean, with you
yeah.
winning this championship, this battle, and then getting to kind
All
of
glory to God.
yeah,
All glory to God.
getting to run it back a little bit and hearing all the trials and tribulations and everything that you went through to get there. That's ultra impressive, bro. So okay, so keep it moving forward.
Yeah, move forward, you fast forward, you kind of got an idea. Like you can see that from in my adolescence, you could tell that I was somebody that was seeking validation, and it carried on through the years, and the where like I was even put myself out there like to be codependent because like I wasn't healing properly, where like I was just put myself out there in all these risky situations, like
Yeah.
sleeping around, like sleeping around was like just unprotected sex with like multiple women. You know what I mean? Like because like people when they go through certain traumas and go through things like they develop certain types of lust like addictions or certain things that come along with it so they can numb them. Like people think like damn sex like for real like how you gonna sit here and like get off on like while you're in trauma, but people are weird, man. People go through weird chemical like I said, it's just all weird shit. It's just people have different strokes, different folks type shit and how they deal with shit.
Amen.
And so it's like when I was living that life like that and just trying to like find a validation, eventually it led me to the point to where I was actually able to walk away for a while. I met my youngest daughter's mother, and she encouraged me at the time. It's back in 2013. This is getting closer to where before I got locked up. Um, I kicked the shit. I was sober off of dope for a year and a half, almost 2 years at that point. I wasn't drinking as much because like I was going through that heartbreak because that was like my real first like relationship, 7 years like, and this woman took my virginity. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'll tell you, I was just turned 17. She was 24. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and uh, at the time, it's like I don't know, man. Like, I just wanted love, man. Like any type of love looked good, and that's what sucks when you deal with trauma and you go through certain things in your life. Like I can literally go on like for days about like a lot of shit I've been through, but that's not for like everybody's ears. It's only there's certain times, places to speak on such things. But all I can elaborate on and speak on is the milestones to where it got me where I'm at now, to where I had found this other person I came across, but realized we're both toxic at that time too. I didn't see the toxic, but we were trying to be two toxic people that are trying to be basically two south side ends of a magnet, just bouncing off each other, always bumping all the time. But we just were so fucking codependent. You know what I mean? Like, and just that relationship, it started off rocky in the beginning, but then as time progressed, like we started to get to know each other and really start talking and communicating. Like, she's the one that opened my mind. Is like, you know what? Like, I don't have to be like gang affiliated, hang with the gang members no more. I could walk away from that shit. I could be a father. I could go back to college. All these things. She inspired me to get my GED finally. I ended up finally getting my GED at 24 years old. They call it the high set now.
Congrats.
And
Congrats.
and yeah, and it was crazy.
Oh shoot.
Because,
Oh, I lost you for a second there. I think it
no,
was
no,
just,
no.
might have been
Oh
a
yeah,
call.
yeah. Oh okay. So I literally man, I lost my spot for a second. Oh no, so I literally like I got my GED after I got that high set. I was just like, damn, this is crazy because I'd failed this bitch 3 times. But it's because I want to apply on myself. All that right there, what she showed me that day, all it takes is just like if you can get one good person to tell you like, hey, you can do it. You can do it. Like I have faith that I know you can do it. Hey, just take the time to study a little bit. You need some help with this? What do you need help with? Okay, let's check it out. Mine was that algebra. That please excuse my dear Aunt Sally fucking bullshit. Me like I hate math, but when it comes to money, I love math. It's like
Right.
I can divide, I can spend, I can do all this and that. But anything else I do with it, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't care about math. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like at the end of the day, as long as it makes sense, it all that matters to me. Shit. I ain't trying to be Neil Tyson DeGrasse. You know what I'm saying?
Amen. Okay, so All right, so at this point, you're working on kind of getting your stuff cleaned up, but obviously there was a speed bump along the way because you end up getting locked up. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, so me and my youngest, his mother, we're going on like 5 years. We're doing good for a while.
How old are you at this point?
I was 25.
Okay.
I said 25, and I'm sitting there like one day I realized that like there was a lot of shadiness that was going on in the relationship. Like there was infidelity that's been going on, and I'm like, damn man, that sucks. It sucks like when you go through something like in a time where like you're with somebody and then you find out that like all these times when you're being told that like, hey, I love you, I only have eyes for you, like, I'm with you all the time and this and that, and then like you're you're seeing like rendezvous and you're seeing like, wait, what? Like, hold on, like you really for me? I was like, that right there, like that shit broke me, and I ain't gonna lie, like I went right back to the dope again. I knew what I knew, like I gotta numb myself. So like towards like the last year of our relationship before I was incarcerated, I was like on a downhill spiral. Like I was like literally like went from doing little bumps here and there, dope with this and that, to where like I started shooting up again because like I had to like keep myself numb because I promised her I was like, you know what, nah, we good, we can move past this baby, but really like I'm holding a grudge and I'm just really fucking high and I'm dope and I shouldn't be doing this shit because if I keep medicating like this, it could be a recipe of fucking disaster, psychosis, anything could fucking happen. And like I'm just playing Russian roulette with a 6 shooter and 5 bullets at that moment. And eventually, like, I ended up walked away from her, like, and ran to the street, started running, gunning, doing my thing, got back from the old homies and all that shit. Um, I started getting loaded more, sipping lean. I was on that syrup 24/7. I was loaded every day. Like literally, like there was not a day I was not lit.
At
And if I
that
wasn't lit, it was only for a little bit.
at that point, are you working in up in Billings or
I was working at the time. I was going to school at Rocky and I was working at Walmart on the West End, in electronics. And so like I was kind of like I was doing the square bear thing, man. And eventually, like at that point, um, well, one thing I ain't never made mention of, what really kind of shaking things up and kind of taking a turn in our relationship to me and my youngest was we needed more money, and she just kind of brought the question to me, and she was all like, "So you remember like when we're on the res, all the people that came up to you and talked to you, and you're all like, oh, you didn't know what they were talking about." I knew that they were fucking crackheads. I knew some of them used to hang out with my parents, or this and that, one. Like I know you used to sell drugs. So I was like, okay. And she's like, well, I don't know. Like we need money, and I'm like, nah. I'm not doing all that extra shit. But eventually it's like, well, it's just like a little bit. I was like, well, if I'm gonna flip some, I'm gonna flip weed. So I flipped a little bit of herb here. I was doing that for a minute on campus and doing my thing, like you know what I'm saying, like and just where it's kind of I felt like it was safe to me, but really you're like you're opening a door for like more to come with it. It just starts with that. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't know. And when I started doing that again,
once you
she
kind of
liked
saw the
the
cash coming in and stuff, you felt like, oh yeah, I can get some more money doing something else.
yeah, man. It's like I still work my job and stuff because I was always told to keep your face card good and your nose clean. Never trust the word of a dope fiend. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta like you gotta be 10 steps ahead of the Jakes. You gotta make it shake. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't let that left hand know the right hand's doing. Hey, don't mind me. So the mobsters did it. Don't mind me, man. Just look at this over here, but don't focus on what's going on right here. You know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta move strategic. Like you can't let them know what you're doing. Like all your moves gotta be made in silence. Your money and your moves. But when that money started coming in, like you said, and she started seeing it, how quick it was, and like we're spending it more, we were making it, and she loved it. Like eventually, like when I started buying her stuff and getting her makeups and all this stuff, she get to feeling good. And eventually, it's like at that point, I'm working a job. And if I had extra time where I need to go move a peg or two, I need to go do my thing. I need to go meet up on the block with my lokes real quick and see what's pegging, shake some spice, like see what extra bread I can do, like so we can sit good and sit comfortable. Because mind you, we're not paying rent. We're dorming over there at the college. You know what I'm saying?
Ah, okay.
So we can stack bread. You know what I mean? So at that moment, but at the same time, it's like I knew that there was something like going on behind the scenes. Like while I'm out here taking these penitentiary chances, I knew that there was somebody else enjoying the fruits of my labor behind the scenes. And I eventually caught it in the act. You know what I'm saying? And it was what it was. But that's where it made me like honestly just run off. Like I beat the nigga ass. I ain't gonna cap. I beat that nigga ass. I did. I beat his ass. And after I whooped his ass, I helped clean him up. I told that motherfucker straight up, man, hey, check this out, man. It ain't your fault, nigga. It's not even your fault, bro. And like, I'm sorry. I saw you got subjected to that. You know what I'm saying? I lashed out. I'm sorry. But you know what? This is just what happens. And so after that happened, I was like, I'm good, nigga. I'm done. Like, I can't move past this. Like, there was just already too many things that just happened along the way. That was it. Where I was like, man, if I can't find my worth in somebody that's supposed to help me see it, then like I just gotta go back to what I know, man. It's like I need to find my confidence. So I need to get my groove back. So I'm gonna go move and groove in the streets and go do what I thought I knew best what to do. You know what I mean? Go out there and go and thugging, because it's like, at the end of the day, all my niggas I fuck with out there, we're all the same. We're all heartbroken. We're all fucking want to be loved. There's a bunch of niggas out there that trying to make something shake and try to show camaraderie, but really, like, we're afflicting pain and being tyrants on people because we're fucking hurt. And that's what sucks about being emotional. When people become too emotional, you become a bully. And for me being bullied, I became the bully from being bullied, because I ended up getting some size on me. I hit 6'5" at 15 years old, wearing a size 15 shoe, and I hit 6'7" at 26. So it's like I was already a big dude, and knowing that like I have my size now and I got some things on me, this and that, boom, boom, boom. It's like motherfuckers gonna pay for what I'm going through, and eventually that's how like the domino effect started. It started from like starting little fights here and there, get loaded and go fucking scrap with my niggas with some food just for no reason. Maybe fucking get a little bit of pistol play and go air mag or something because we're fucking funny, just because we want to fucking scare some ops off. And I said eventually where I went from that to where eventually it came to be actually really shooting individuals. Because it's just, I was facing 45 years with an 8-year parole restriction. I had 9 charges, and 2 of them were 2 counts of attempted deliberate homicide.
Oh, wow.
But I got them pled down with a lawyer, and I ended up getting 10 years, 6 years for the first count for assault with a deadly weapon, another 4 years for the second count of assault with a deadly weapon. And then I took a drug charge for one of the homies. So like I got 5 years for that drug charge. So like I had GC 17, 648, 575, and 323 with the 3 case dockets that they had. And I just kind of put it all together and ran it concurrent, but not really concurrent, because I found out later on they fucked me and they railroaded me. They did it consecutive, 6 years. Montana State prison. Discharge, 4 years. Montana State prison to run consecutive. Then 5 years for the max of drugs, suspended with the DLC, to run consecutive. I look at my lawyer, I was like, he railroaded me. He wants me to complete one sentence to go to the next sentence. So I'd have to like hit the parole date from the first sentence, because you got to do at least a quarter-year time in Montana State. But still, you do a quarter-year time. I'm telling you, you go to Montana State, you're going to be lost for a while. They're going to hide you for a little bit, because they need to milk that money out of you.
Wow. I commented a minute ago. I said, this is a roller coaster of emotions. You know what I mean? With the excitement of opening up for the anger management tour and getting to meet Eminem, and now we're looking at time and whatnot. Showtime 406 jumped up in the comments. He said, "Such a great storyteller, an amazing story to tell." So you definitely got a lot of people supporting you and enjoying what you're saying right now, bro.
Man, one thing I say is this: like, I honestly appreciate the people, because like the people I get that are tuning in, I know the reason why they're tuning in is because like something resonates with them, where they see in me that they know that I see them. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. I'm a very big empath, man. Like, I have been working on my being introverted, and like knowing that it's okay to like be an extrovert a little bit. It's okay to be goofy, nigga. It's okay to like, come back out, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't gotta be serious no more, man. Like, loosen up a little bit, man. Like, you're good now, man. Like, ain't nobody out here trying to get you. But this is where it's gonna get a little dark, because after I made that statement, I'm almost going on 90 days out. And I was just now like, but just this last Wednesday evening, when I was getting ready to like go to bed, and around 2:00 Thursday a.m., shots rang out on my fucking apartment. 6 rounds, 45 caliber, Hornady hollow tip rounds, high powered. I had one of the pieces of fucking shrapnel from the fucking ballistics of the bullet right here, one of them hollow tips. And this could have been the one fucking thing that could have hit my son's face. I was 4 inches from his face when one was fired. The windows. Wow. There's a flat screen TV, and the thing I cannot figure out that don't fucking make sense to me is how that bullet was stopped by a flat screen fucking TV that's basically plastic. It's an LG, for God's sakes. It's like a fucking Android phone times 10. It's a TV, bro, and it was stopped. Like, shit, if I can move over there and show you. I don't know. I'll post videos like a little bit of that TV maybe later on. You could like keep it, but it's like I was just now starting to find that peace. We just like did Rapping Rivers. All these things are starting to happen. I'm like, man, Lord, like I don't know where this journey's about to go next, man. I'm excited. I just know that I'm here, man. Like just use me as I am, man. Keep using me as I am. Like just keep me in my purpose and keep me grounded and
Hell
keep
yeah.
me and like allow me to like keep doing your glory. I was finally starting to like. I'm not gonna lie, man. Like I dealt with a lot of anxiety, like being out. There was times where I'd have to take a little nip or something here and there to knock my ass out because like I still hear like loud noises, slamming, keys jingling, like all these things, man. Like I hear keys jingle and I'm like, hey, where the CO at? And they're like, what? And I'm like, oh shit, nigga, hold on, no, never mind, I'm home, nigga, never mind. It like really got real like that. But when I was finally starting to sleep, 2 o'clock in the morning, like waking up to the booms, it sounded good because the door was closed, but I can hear the thumping. And I was kind of half awake, so I was like, surely that wasn't a blicky or something. Then my daughter, who was about to be 18, first time I ever heard her, I seen her like terrified and like a long time since she was a little girl. And she called me daddy. That's when I knew she was scared. She was like, daddy, daddy. I was like, what? I was like, what, baby? I was like, what's the matter? She said, daddy, they're shooting at us. Hey, baby, I thought she came from outside. I was like, just go to your room. Just go to your room, baby. Just stay down. Just go to your room. Just stay inside. It didn't fucking hit me till that next morning that when they meant that shit shoot at us, that they shot through the fucking apartment window, like in the main part. The thing that's fucked up is like, it's this young little nigga, man, like, he wants to be a gang member, like, so bad. And like, as much angry as I was about it, he must have been over the night before because of one of my daughter's friends who was 19 that was over here. Waited till everybody was asleep and let him come over. That's how he knew when we stayed at. And then when he came this time, she must have been trying to be sneaky and like trying to be fine and try to play it off like, oh no, I ain't trying to see him, this and that. He got in his feelings. And 5 minutes after they fucking told him he's not allowed to be here, he can't be here because like I laid down the rules. Ain't no boys gonna be in a small fucking house. It's not a thing. It's ain't no how they end. Like, you don't respect yourself. You don't respect yourself as a lady in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, so this motherfucker, he got wound up doing what he did. Who's to say that when he was trying to get that young girl, my daughter's friend, outside, when he's trying to get her outside, he wasn't gonna shoot her? I don't know. That's the crazy thing. Because if he was reckless to shoot my apartment, how I know he wasn't gonna kill that girl that night? I would have had her blood on my hands because it was my responsibility.
Right.
But
That's
how
insane.
it fucked with me, the most is like, I was like, damn, Lord. I said, peace is so fucking expensive because like that event happened, but I thank God I gave him the glory that you spared my children. You spared us. These things don't make sense. That's how you know it was God. But then I'm still trying to stay focused and stay humble about it because I wanted to kill this little nigga. I swear to God. Like, and I speak on this because it's not that I'm going through with it, but I'm speaking on it to voice it because it's like these are real human feelings that I felt. You could have took one of my children. And I came from an environment, I came from a lifestyle where like, nah, nigga, that's a no-no, nigga. If you really about that gang shit,
That's a natural
kids,
reaction. I think, you know what I mean? That's your job as a parent to protect the kids. And so anybody
yeah,
for your kids, a parent's going to be like, nah, back the fuck up.
yeah. And then like, but I came from the era of the 80s and 90s, like where it came like for a real, like the cool gang time, with community revolution and progress, you know what I'm saying? Brotherly love over our own destruction, you know what I'm saying? Like when it came to these certain things, what they stood by, you know, like, all these, like they stood for something. Like people didn't even know that Crips founded the WIC program. You know what I'm saying? Like they were really about something, man. Like, and the OGs that schooled me and things that even my pastor, how he was able to gain me down from his experiences, which I thank God for. His talks and so much, his shit got me so much through like in prison because I had to hold on to shit he used to teach me and like think about it and stand on it. Plus with the big homies. But it was like this little nigga like actually was really put on real long, real game. Then he know that like if you really about to bust on out and really do something, you know that kids and women are off limits.
Amen.
Mamas, all that shit. Like you handle a person with that nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like if that nigga swung iron on you, then y'all gonna fucking walk back to back, Montana style, walk 10 paces, turn around, and you go up and shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like we do that dawn type shit.
Yeah.
But or if you're gonna swab it out, you're gonna fight this, do what you do. But like at the end of the day, like a lot of these motherfuckers don't know what it is to be men. It's toxic masculinity. They have emotions like females, so they want to act on impulse.
Yeah, there used to be a little bit of a code, and civilians were off limits. You
Yep.
know what I mean? And definitely
Yep.
women and children. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and
Because
now it's just
because if that
reckless.
falls on us, if that falls on us, major violation, you X'd out. You're gone. You're done. You're finito. We don't play that shit.
Yeah.
It's like Scarface. Remember he smoked that dude in that car? He's like, I told you, no
Yes.
fucking kids. It's like that type of principle.
I don't fuck with kids. All right. So okay. So
Damn, that water went out the wrong pipe.
yeah,
It
you're all
took shit
good.
out
You're
of
all
me.
good. So not to move on too fast.
Yeah.
But moving on. I want to talk more about your music career as well. You know what I mean? So okay, and where you're going with it, because you got a lot of wisdom. You're an open book. I mean, you've shared everything. You know what I mean? Even stuff that's it's for anybody that's just tuning in. I'm talking to Apache from Billings, Montana. We're talking hip hop. We got a lot of people up in here watching. There's 22 plus people up in here watching right now. We got Showtime 406. We got Duke Altman. I mean, there's a gang of people up in here. But I wanted Rev Green's up in here from Des Moines. Shout out to the homie Rev. I think the homie Big Ray West
Hey.
did tap in for a quick minute, but he is with his wife. It is her birthday, so shout out to the homie Big Ray West. He ain't up in here
Hey
with us
man,
yet.
happy birthday.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, you got to do that. You got to do that. But I wanted to talk a little bit more about your hip hop career,
Of
and
course.
I wanted to know who were some of the people that inspired you when you first got into music.
Well, of course, Pac.
Yeah,
That's a given. Like Pac was like my, especially around that era.
we're about the same age. I was
Um,
born in '84. You were born in '90, so we're just a little bit
yeah,
apart. But
like
yeah,
I
Tupac was
like
massive.
I really like Pac. I like the Rakim. I like Nas around that time, and then like what really drew me into music though, like when it came to hip hop, was I didn't realize that like you can have blues and hip hop. Like you get the real ass perspective with the rap. You know what I'm saying? Like you get it all day and it's cool. And it's like I loved it, that East Coast vibe and this and that. But it was just something about like when I found out the Dirty South, like out there in Memphis and New Orleans, out there in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, like that bounce. Like that, I was broke, pocket full of lint. Now on the bricks to get paid. Like no one, oh now I'm stacking chips. Like when I hear that shit, too, I'm like, hey, okay, I like that bounce because it's like it gets your attention. And that's so Project Pad. I'm gonna tell you who really got me into a Project Pad, 8 Ball MJG, Big Crit,
Mafia.
Kevin Gates, back when he was before he was Breadwinner Association, he was Dead Duck Records, or Dead Game Records, sorry, Dead Game Records. And that was when he had the dreads and was a bigger dude. He looked like a real young schoolboy, that kind of style. He always thought, hey, Ron, I don't get tired. I had a little vibe like that. Boosie definitely on my top time. Like when I started vibing with him, that was back when him and Webby, before they first got together and before they dropped that was it Ghetto Stories, that Ghetto Stories DVD. That shit, bro, Zero to Crooked, you know what I'm saying? Out of Texas, Zero is my top one. For real, for real. Like Zero was probably that main one because I always love that Houston swag. It's just something about that H time, like that dirty style, like swinging, riding like on Vogue, just
So
like you with your people.
that had to be huge for you at Rapping the Rivers then, because I mean, Mexican OT was there, Paul
Oh
Wall
yeah.
was there.
Hey, I was on my own. I was on the crowd throwing. Hey,
Got the horns, got the H down
yes,
horns.
hook 'em, hook 'em.
That's awesome.
Yes,
That's
sir.
awesome. Very cool. Okay, and so that was when you was first kind of getting into it. Is the vibe still the same, or who do you listen? Like if we pulled up your playlist today, who you been
Um,
jamming?
Finesse 2 times. He also goes by 250 Ricky now, since he's like getting out of his deal, I think, with Mild Tie and Rap A Lot Records. But like I fuck with him hella tough. Bugatti Casino, Cartel Bow, Young Dolph, Key Glock, of course Nip, Long Live Nip.
He's supposed to be having a bunch of new music coming out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
prolific. See that they got the back. That shit gonna be fire, boy.
I was just out in
Uh,
LA. They had billboards for it everywhere.
that shit's so fire, man. The marathon continues, man. He
Yeah.
ran a victory lap and then some, man. Like, hey, CIP Nip, man. Like for real, like. Who else? I think all the Paper Route Empire out of Memphis. Um, Moneybag, yo, he was kind of a phase for me. You know, I kind of vibed for him for a minute, but I felt like after a while, it's like when when people start making that money and this and that, you start running out of substance, you start running out of drive. Now you're just doing it just to do it. Yeah, your wordplay and shit is still cool, but it's like it's just you can just tell that you made your money, you doing what you do, and
You don't think he was just
just
hungry?
basically yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Like like people usually the first some can make it to the second album, maybe even the trilogy. I was like, what is and what they do and still stay on business and stay relevant and be on some shit to where they stay with that hunger. And eventually it's like, after that, it's like you start getting the bread and this and that. Some people, they start turning when the money starts, earning, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's the thing. Like, you can tell between the difference between an artist and somebody that's just being a rapper. Me, I see myself as an artist because I do this for the expression and for the love of it and being able to have an outlet, a very creative outlet to not only share what I've been through, to let go of some of these demons and let go of my past, but it's also telling my stories in a way too, to where hopefully that I can teach and reach, these younger generations that are coming up, to let them know, like, hey, look, man, I live that life. I know what the fuck comes with it, and I'm gonna tell you what comes with it, and this is what you're gonna be looking for, the consequences. So, like, I'm not telling you what to do. You're gonna do what you do, but I'm just telling you though, like, the consequences that come behind it too. And if you really in your heart think you really ready for it, if you are, I'm not saying like, and when I speak this, I don't want anybody to take it as like I'm challenging you as saying like, oh, you ain't no man, or listen, because that's not what makes you a man. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to. I'll never knock any nigga's manhood. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just really what it's about. It's about choices on what dictates you as a man. And like, it separates the men and the boys. When you're making choices to want to go ride with the boy and do all this and act on impulse, okay, that's boyish behavior. But you want to actually sit there and really meditate and really think about and come up with strategy, think about doing what you're doing and what could be consequences and what's the risk and reward and the pros and cons on your man shit. Because you got to delegate the bullshit and stay focused on the strategic shit.
Amen. Okay, so let's talk about the music scene in Billings, because I grew up in Wyoming, and
Mm-hmm.
I was 124 miles south of where you're at. You know what I mean? So we grew up kind
Yeah.
of in the similar situation. Denver was the
Yep.
closest hip hop for me when I was a kid. Me and a homie actually snuck off, told my grandparents I was staying at his house, and he told his parents he was staying at my house, and we jumped in the whip and went down and caught the Cash Money Millionaires concert in Denver,
Ooh,
like
yeah.
'99. We were
You
16. Yeah.
Bound to the cat. Yeah.
The whole thing ended up getting tear gassed. It was crazy. It broke out in a big old
Ooh.
riot and shit. It was wild. But I say that to say that there wasn't much hip hop in Wyoming or Montana. You know what I mean? Not even Casper,
Yeah.
not Billings. You know what I mean? We didn't get any live music.
It's funny you say that because, like, when I moved to Arizona and people would ask me, where you from? Like, Montana. Like, Montana? Nigga, ain't like Cowboys, Indians up there? Y'all still in teepees? You know what I'm saying? Like, got dirt roads and shit. Ride stagecoaches. I was like, man, fuck out of here with that shit, man. I was like, look, man, like, let me tell you something about Montana. Like, there's plenty of land and opportunity. They make bumper stickers called "Get Lost in Montana" for a reason, because motherfuckers up there, especially nowadays, you watch Yellowstone. Yeah, Montana pretty nice.
Yeah.
Take him to the train station.
Right? Yeah.
Take his ass to the train station.
Hey, people want to be in Montana now. It's a fad. You know what I mean?
For real, because retirement.
Kind of, yeah. Well, and people
Get away from the bullshit.
People realize it's nice to have a little bit of room to stretch out instead of being stacked on top of 50 different people. You know what I mean?
That part. Like,
yeah.
For real, man. Especially, like, when you're trying to get away from the bullshit. Like, some people get tired of that shit. Like, and I can see, I don't knock a man. Like, if you're OG status, let the youngsters do that shit. But, you got family now, you got to away from that shit. You got to do what you got to do for yours. You got to move, relocate, uproot. Hell yeah, this would be your best place to come to. You know what I mean? Like, it's definitely becoming a melting pot of diversity. I can say that. It's came a long way from where I remembered it.
Yeah.
But the hip hop scene in Billings, like, it's pretty popping. I gotta give it that. Like, you have some very consistent artists up there that are doing that thing. You got those 406 music boys, like my boy Marcus Sentinel. I gotta shout him out, man. Like, he's been doing his thing for like a good minute. But even like before then, like with them, like my boy Elevated J. I gotta shout him out because like he's doing his thing. Destino, definitely, like bro right there. Like a lot of the younger generation that's coming in, like after when I first came in, because I came in around close to their age, not younger, when I moved back to Montana. So Jesse Perez was the first person I linked with, who I was talking about earlier, the story with the SpongeBob blanket. While I fucking pulled up at his crib.
Yeah.
Like he was able to kind of like take me in and be my big brother, like in a time where I lost one. You know what I mean? And like for the first time we met, he just got to doing time. He's got to pin himself. And like when we sat there and got introduced to a mutual acquaintance, first thing he says to me, "Hey, what's up, fool? How you doing, man? Yeah, what's up, man? Shit, Lil J." He went by Lil J this time. Lil J, bro. Like, yeah, nice to finally meet you, man. Like, yeah. So, what's up, man? You want to fuck with the track or what? I was like, shit, yeah, let's get it. They like say less, because And one of them dudes will wear like shit. We gonna get something cracking. We gonna get something cracking. You know what I mean, we can get it anytime, any place, man. I'm all the way game. Let's go. And it's like Street Sweeper Records at the time was cracking. They had Trust Nobody Music. There was like so many different people at the time that were really doing something, and like we really had something going for a while. But like I think what it is that Montana, and especially anywhere in Montana, and even the biggest city in Montana, they're 15 years behind on a lot of shit. There's still a lot of swag and shit they're just not picking up on. You know what I mean? But social media is the way that they've been able to like soak it up. But the thing that's crazy is what's being dangerous now that's actually being fed like through this hip hop shit. I have been kind of noticing lately. Everybody want to be like stamped as like a gangster or something. Like, bro, if you work a square bear job, nigga, like you don't have to say you're selling dope, nigga, or moving pounds. Nigga, like, because you got like a couple grand off of working a good fucking job, bro, and like to provide for your family to not do a penitentiary bid. I commend that shit. That's real hustle. Like me, I'm making 17 an hour, and I got a cool ass job, cool ass boss, and I took a chance on me, like being a felon and everything else to put me on. And it's just like I'm so grateful for that. And it's like I'm cool for what I can get because it's real legal money, and I'm not tripping on who's gonna try to come from my pack, and I don't have to like carry that blicky on principle.
It really does go a lot further, and there's a lot more longevity in it. And I feel like people are getting back to the bars, the lyricism. It isn't all about, you know,
Yeah,
in the 90s when I got into hip hop, you know what I mean, as a young kid, it was a lot of gangster rap. You know what I mean? Gangster rap was running
yeah,
shit. East Coast, West Coast,
yeah,
Third Coast came up quick too. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
I feel like now a lot of, at least for what I've been tapping into, you know what I mean? The Hobsons,
Mm-hmm.
Dimrick,
Oh yeah.
Exhibit, you know what I mean? A
Mm-hmm.
lot of them dudes are putting out quality music that are still bouncing in lowriders and putting on for the West Coast or wherever they from, but they're they're doing it in a lyrical way where they're not
Yeah,
necessarily always flexing the gangster shit as hard. You know what I mean?
yeah. It's like just bring some substance, man. Like talk about something. Like me when I did my song, You Ain't. Like I had a lot of N on my chest because like literally, like first thing I hear about one of my partners, like, "Fellas, get out, supposed to have my bag and do me right." Fucking gets out and like while I'm locked up behind the scenes, you trying to fuck my bitch. That's why I was like, "You ain't really bout you be talking. I can see this shit. I ain't never need nobody with me just to see some chips. Leave me by my lonely. When I was locked up and see my kids said you didn't be dirty. Was this love trying to fuck my bitch?" Like I'm talking about real substance, like a real situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm calling everybody out on that song too. Like anyone that used to be Brodies and those that say you was with me and really fucking with me. That's why I say like these niggas be fake and say they real, but I ain't seen no wax facing 45 and crack his 8. They ain't had compassion. They should that my dog fed a plug so they can get them racks and kept that 223. It's spin like we was Michael Jackson. Like I was talking about like what we was really doing was we out there like we was doing things, we was doing acrobats, we was really slaying, doing our thing, stepping like it. But it's not like that no more. It's like everybody now has to publicize everything and televise everything. You know what I mean? Like for some type of clout. Like nigga, you look stupid. You want to take a picture with the Draco? Okay, ATF watching your monkey ass now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like fuck, come on, man. Like, that
Motherfuckers
shit
is
ain't
in a
cool,
hurry to
dog.
tell on themselves.
For real, like stay the fuck out the way, dog. Like get yourself a queen. You know what I'm saying? Like a Proverbs 31. A good woman, a normal character, a noble character. Like there's nothing wrong with being a cupcake now. You know what I'm saying? Me, like I had no problem being family man. I love it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm definitely a cupcaker. I'm full of this love. I got a lot of love, and you know what I'm saying. And it's like to be able to have that now is amazing. Cause like I went from being somebody that like my neutral expression looked like that of a serial killer to like somebody that's smiling, and it's just like who the fuck is this? Like yeah, clone. Hey, the clone conspiracy gonna come in. That's not a real fancy. That nigga a clone.
Okay, so we haven't even plugged the music yet. Where can people find your music? How do they find you?
Okay, so I'm still kind of like stuck around the area. I do have to like kind of update a lot of things because I'm going through a name change too. I just go by Apache, Mr. 24/7, 365. I just changed to Apache, the Hood Chief, because it was like, okay, that Mr. 24/7, 365 is a cool thing. But it was around the time to where like that name came about to where I was in addiction. I was geeking a lot, getting geek, staying up in the studio, dropping 2-3 songs. But like, I'm not really like doing it the way I'm supposed to be doing it. You know what I mean? Like, so I had to change that name and that represents something that was better in the new me. Like, so the Hood Chief, you find me though, SoundCloud.com. I still go by Apache Mr. 24/7 365 on my SoundCloud. You can find that actually on my Facebook. I still got the Reverb Nation up. Same thing on there, Apache Mr. 24/7 365. Find me on iTunes. Apple Music was my single I Remember. Was released in 2024 under that same name. But So I'm going through this name change. Hopefully, I should have everything updated on all that here like very soon, so guys can have a other platforms you can go on now with a lot of my new shit and everything updated.
Okay, dope. Um, I was just grabbing the link here. I was going to post it in the Facebook thread for anybody that was looking for it real fast.
All right.
Uh, but okay. So let's talk about recent music you've been working on, and then
Okay.
we'll kind of bring this one to a close. I feel like we got enough.
Yeah.
We have to bring you back on for a second one because I feel like you got a lot to say.
I'm all the way with it, brother. Like, and that would definitely be an honor and a privilege, bro. What I'm working on right now, so um, I've been working on my album called Trauma Bond, and this album it means a lot to me because I'm really taking the time out to really like take money and really decide to like go step on that chance again the way that I used to because it's like when we were doing it when we were young, it's like we had more energy and more this and that. So like now it's like I'm gonna appreciate it a lot more and take my time with it. Hopefully I should have it released next year. Trauma Bond, to kind of put out there for what it is that I'm kind of utilizing my platforms for, which is to talk about like the mental health awareness, the trauma we've been subjected to, and how we're gonna grow as a community. And I call my family now. Like I don't call them fans. I call them my family. I call them my fellow trauma bonders. You know what I'm saying? Like those are staying locked in on that. And also I'm good at the same time, like kind of staying balanced too, like being a family man, like being a father and all this and that. But for the most part, like the album, I'm kind of working on that right now. Hopefully, should have some stuff on the way. Just kind of like stay tuned, just kind of bear with me. Like I said, man, I'm not even 90 days out, and I'm just kind of like taking it day by day, man. I'm just kind of I had to calculate, and like delegate funds to certain things and know how to like snipe my money to where it can be utilized to where I needed to start building my brand back up again because it takes money to make money, bro, and building a team definitely. And that's what I've been doing lately is building my team.
That's awesome. And you were kind of saying you got some new management and things are really starting to grow. I think you told me that off air before we jumped on
Yeah,
here.
yeah. So my wife, Paradise, she took over. I delegated over to be my manager because my father used to be my manager. So we finally decided, like, delegated over. You know, it was just something in like my woman that I seen that, what, she stay active, like with her social media, like she dangerous with that social media, she know what she doing and this and that. And I seen that and I was like, you know what, God, you work things for a reason. And I finally just had to talk to her a little bit and I finally just asked her, I was like, look, like even Pops is saying like you should like manage me, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like we'd be a dynamic duo on a good team. And honestly, we've been doing great. Like we stay consistent in what we're doing, stay on each other like while we're not working and doing our thing. We're also like behind the scenes, like kind of doing what we can do to kind of aspire to do our dreams. Cause she's got her own thing too. She like she advocates for indigenous women who've like been subjected to like, her types of traumas that she can talk to them about. And her problems, like, whether it be domestic violence, all these certain things that relate, like, her she has a very dope testimony and like and that's why I know that I gave her that position because I know that she represents the brand well and while bringing her brand Hot Mess Express. Her chronicles on the Hot Mess Express, y'all can find her on TikTok for that. Anti Hot Mess, make sure
Okay.
you highlight her.
Okay,
So
dope.
yeah.
Dope. All right, so let's close it out on this and then we'll come
Yes
back
sir.
around for another one. What do you got coming up in the future? What are we looking at next?
So I will be in Lewistown, Montana, September 26th, speaking with the Torch program, which is together our recovery creates what is it? I'm sorry, man. I kind of like threw a thing. I had it right. I was like, let's torch program with Megan Dobbs. And I hope they forgive me if I butchered it. I like literally I'm kind of like a little tired. It was a long day today.
Hey, no, you're
But
all good.
yeah, I was like getting through, man. I just want to stay cool, calm, and collective. Not act too cool for you, but stay cool, calm, and just kind of keep my mind rolling so we can have this good flow the way that we have been. But like I got that cracking. Got a bunch more things in the work behind the scenes. I don't really elaborate on too much. I'm going to be working on a feature with Res Coast Grizz. He's a national indigenous Native American hip hop artist that's pretty well known in the native circuit. Also going to be, I've been documenting for quite some time, even since I came home. I'm actually going to be this time next year, hopefully having my documentary for called Restored. That's gonna kind of elaborate and give everything like a play by play and stuff, and like my childhood and all that, and have a couple people on there to come and speak, and you know what I mean, one of them kind of joints. So
That's dope. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. Man, I love everything you got going on right now. The positivity. I mean, you really just you're kind of you're a great person to follow. You know what I mean? You got a lot of energy. You're trying to guide people the right direction, and I enjoy the message. And
I appreciate that.
I filmed the whole battle. I got the footage. We're gonna be dropping that here real soon. I got some.
Bet.
I was up close. I've been filming for a long time, so I think I got a pretty good angle, and I'm excited to be able to present that to the YouTube viewers here very soon, and
Hell yeah.
share the battle and your triumph and everything else. So
I greatly appreciate it, man. Like I said, like I'm just like a humble man that just I paid my dues, man. I did my time and held myself accountable. I don't regret doing that 10 years in prison because it made me and shaped me and formed me to the man that I need to be now. And also it's like I gotta keep giving glory to God every day, man. Like I'm just a vessel, bro. I'm just a vessel with a story to tell that he finally commissioned me to tell me, he goes, just go tell your story. It's like it's gonna be a quick work, man. These people need it. And I didn't think so at first. You know how them doubts come in. You know how it is being an artist. You know how it is when you get in these type of arenas and these type of fields. The devil want to come and create that doubt. Like, who the fuck want to listen to you? Man, right. He ain't shit. Then you get them trolls on comments. Devil use those. Like, that shit whack. That's all this and that. I'm like, man, y'all are fucking trolls because, you wouldn't say that to a nigga in person. You guys want to bark behind closed doors. Window warriors. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all the ones that ain't pulling the pistol. You pulling the phones. Y'all out of the camera. I was like, hold on, wait, quick. I got you, cuz.
Real talk.
Oh, man, shit.
Hell yeah. That's dope, man. We're gonna have to get you out here to Des Moines, man. We're gonna have to have you out here to rock a mic at the new club they got coming up, Strychnine. It used to be called Lefties. We do a lot of hip hop events out here. My dude Big Ray West is definitely one of the heavyweights on the scene, and we're going to get you back on here with me and Ray so we can have an actual podcast. I mean, this is a nice interview, but we'll get you on here. We'll talk some shit. We'll have some fun in a group setting. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, I am all the way with it, bro. All the way with it.
Hell yeah. Well, hey man, thank you so much for jumping on the podcast today, telling your story.
Of course.
I can't wait for you to be able to kick back and actually see what we've done and review this. And because I think the podcast came out great. You didn't miss a beat. You really came. Some people get on here and they're a little nervous or they have phone problems or whatever, but you were ready from the jump. So I greatly appreciate you coming with it and doing your thing and telling your story, bro.
Of course, man. Like I reiterate, man, the pleasure's all mine, man. Like I said, like, he gets all the glory. Like he set this up. You know what I mean? Like using you, using me. It's like people like it's divine intervention all the way around. Because when you got two brothers that are coming together that are putting out positivity, putting out realness, and what real hip hop, what real artistry is when it comes to this, with networking, standing on business and building, shit, you don't get any sweeter than that. You know what I mean? Like I want to shout out the Northern Cheyenne Nation. People out in Busby, Langdeer, Ashland, Bernie, Kirby, all around the surrounding areas. People, I love y'all so much. Y'all hold y'all heads up, man. I know it's rough down there. I know it's like a third world country. I know we come from a nation that's one of the poorest tribes. But you know what? We're rich in like who we are as a people and humility, and that we can rise up, that y'all can rise up. Because if I can fucking do it, then y'all can do it. That's all I gotta say on that.
Amen. All right. On that note, this is Wilson for EmceeTV, and we out.
Wow.
Peace.
Later.
Been known to snatch a piece or two. Y'all can't take over cause we gon' eat the you. Rock steady like a ginger brought Aretha through. This shit torture and I'ma keep feeding you. On that East Coast shit, y'all better duck down. Price on his dome, 5 on it like yuck mouth. When the plug get knocked, that's when the price jumps. American Nightmare, that's where the Spice One. Rappers running like Ricky in the alleyway. Putting an end to the week, no Saturday. They want static, get it shaking like hashes clay. Passionate thugs mixing Douce with Alizé. Don't play with us, them goons ain't got you safe enough. Yelling fuck them like Smokey off the angel dust. My life's so real, sounds like I made it up. Been up so long, I don't remember waking up. Dangerous, softer than a razor's touch. We hit that script and get the caking up. God hate ugly, so ain't no saving us. Been up so long, I don't remember waking up.